hot. Ready?
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Cook.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Hey, can't. Zebra.
Down to lose one.
Hot.
Cousins. And he finds Cook. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 43.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43.
Tighten up.
On the ground, it's Cook. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Single slot. Hey, switch gears.
At the 44-yard line.
And the play clock becoming an issue, so Mike Zimmer's forced to call a timeout. He'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
The hot. Ready?
55. Defense wins championships, baby. Checked up.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Throwing is Cousins. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 25-yard line. First down, here's Cousins. And this is Cook with a grab. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. We're scoreless after 1. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Gun.
Now Cousins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
So Cousins heads to the Vikings sideline, and on is Dan Bailey to try the field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Watch the pass.
Hey, 24.
Here's Hyde as they begin on the ground. Hyde a 1st down and more. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun, here's Watson. Finding Fouts complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. On 1st and 10, Watson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. From 10 yards out, and the Texans have taken the lead.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Lets it fly for Thielen. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen, 75 yards. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now.
He's got a man, complete. Watson to Hopkins for a huge hookup, 42 yards. A shotgun snap for Watson. Open man, the tight end falls. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A gain of 3, second down. From the 17, Watson got an open man. It's QT. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Out of the gun, Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
It's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Vikings 17, Texans 7. Dan Bailey set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This one taken from the 7. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 7 yards there and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
That's good for the Texans. First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Watson's throw pulled in by Hopkins. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
On first down, it's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
54.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson, he's got his tight end. It's Fells. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Darren Fells, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Let's go!
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On play action, Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Johnson, the intended target. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Now a first down throw. Watson going deep for Hopkins. That's going to be caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 40 yards. And the Texans have once again taken the lead. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Vikings take over first down 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had that lead that is now gone. It is completely gone. And how does that affect the psyche? Or am I reading into that too much? They should be okay still?
No, you're not reading into it too much at all. You've got to wonder what the psyche is of a team, because once you build up a lead and things are rolling pretty well, you don't expect it to change. And for it to change this dramatically, and now they're the team doing the chasing, yeah, you want to check out where they are mentally and whether or not they have it in them to come back. We'll soon find out.
Yeah, they're on their heels a bit right now. On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, a 22. First down, here's the run with Cook. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
First down, Vikings.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd and goal now in a 1-score game. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Now, we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game, because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got the 2-minute warning to come up. Or they're going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Texans take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. A give running right, it's high. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. They run it again with Hyde. And he's got room. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Watson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Watson steps away, and now he's going to use his legs. Room to run inside the 40. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 27 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now it's Watson. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Watson now to throw. They'll roll him out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Following the interception, Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
Coming to you.
One.
Mike, 55.
Here's Cousins. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard. Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson, he's going to float this over the middle deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. And we have free football. Overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive, except for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
You got nothing. You got nothing. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
I like the 48.
Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
They run it again with Cook. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans' 32-yard line. On first down, Cook. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to them.
On second down, it's Cook, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Third and 8 situation, a tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive.
Hey, watch it.
The first throw in overtime now for Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
Mike.
Lady!
They'll run on first down. It's Cook, and he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Now, partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. So long from Houston.